You're now listening to the Listen Up Podcast.
Listen up. Listen up. Listen.
Welcome back to the Listen Up Podcast, where we analyze a new album each week. I'm Nick, and this week we've got me and Jamie. And Jordan.
This song is called Dugout.
Or is it?
This week we're going to be taking a look at When We Were Friends by the Backseat Lovers, released in 2019. Really quick, if you want to keep up with the show, you can find us on Twitter at List Up Podcast and on Instagram at Listen Up Pod. That's where we'll make any announcements regarding the show or merch. Speaking of which, if you'd like to support the show, you can find merch at interestpointproductions.com or at the link tree on the socials. So regarding the selection for this week, Jamie, why did you choose this album for us?
Sorry, what was that? It's great. I very much enjoy it. I wanted to continue. Let me keep monitoring my levels because I'm in kind of a different setup.
Bro, you're so loud. Holy. Oh my God,
changed
dude.
Nothing. But no, so I really fuck with this album. I've liked it for, I don't know, a few months. So Backseat Lovers, they went to Bonnaroo. We talked about that, episode 100. If you haven't checked it out and you want to hear about music festivals and just things like that, check it out. It was a fun episode. We did that a couple weeks ago.
We needed I feel like we needed like the talking toilet paper, like the talking stick.
No, it was fine. It was positive chaos, you know? It was good. But so no, I wound up actually checking out the band. It was a little after the lineup got announced, but it wasn't because of that. I was just listening to Kill Me Girl and I was like, you know, I should listen to other songs by them. Or maybe like Out of Tune, which is not on this album, but might be my favorite song by them. It came on like a daily mix and I was like, huh. Mm-hmm. So I should check out more than just Kill Me Girl, because this song's great. So maybe they've got other good ones. And then I checked out this album and I was like, oh, Kill Me Girl is still very good, but it's probably like my 6th favorite song on this album. So I was like, oh shit, I gotta check out more of them. And then seeing them at Bonnaroo, I was like, okay, yes. Anytime I can see a full concert of theirs live that's under like $100, I will buy tickets for that. So yeah, I mean, I just really like this album. And then, I don't know, it's pretty different from the other album I was considering, but we've talked time and time again about like how, at least for me, seasonally, music varies quite a lot by season. Mm-hmm. And so this one felt much more summery than the other album that I was going to choose. So I wanted to, yeah, especially after following on the Bleachers album last week, you know, just kind of more of that indie summer, kind of relaxed, just high energy music. So I wound up going with this one.
Of summer.
Yes. And I also just wanted to talk about this album in general because I feel like it deserves way more recognition than just, oh, that's the Kill Me Girl album. So,
fair enough.
You know, way more recognition, you know, so David, Ethan, Austin, they'll understand this album. David already knew, but
all 5 listeners, check it out.
I can't wait to just say that forever with the show. Even when it's already not true, but even when it's really not true, if we blow up at some point, I'm just still gonna pretend like we don't have an audience.
True, that'd be
Be careful, funny. Guys. We're gonna blow up any day now.
Any day now, bro.
It's happening this summer.
Any day now. Any day now.
What?
I think the album art reminds me of like a painting that Wile E. Coyote runs into and wrote.
Yeah.
the tunnel with the fucking like bike in front of it.
How could he fall for it over and over and over again? It doesn't make sense.
Facts, bro.
I'm gonna need a 1,200 word essay on the psychology of Wile E. Coyote and why he can't figure it out.
I want it on my desk by noon.
And why gravity only works when he looks downwards.
Right? Just don't look down and you can go forever, bro.
Exactly, bro. He said,
But so gravity
think
doesn't
he
work.
learned?
However, friction still works in the concept of grip because he can't continue moving forward. Okay. Looney
well, not
Tunes.
even friction. That's air resistance at that
Well,
point,
not fri-
right?
Well, but friction.
You call
what
friction
fuck?
air resistance friction, my guy?
No. Well, yes. I mean, air resistance it's a different form of friction.
I don't know about that, to be honest. But
Isn't it like friction with the water?
I thought friction had to be like
It depends.
two
That's a-
solids. I thought two solids were described. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really. We'll get Adam in here.
Yeah, we're not talking about Wile E. Coyote today. We're talking about when we were friends.
There you go.
Because we're
Yep,
not
that's the album
anymore.
name.
Because we're not anymore.
With
you know?
Wile E.
So-
Coyote.
You better watch your mouth, Jamie.
Oh, really? Well, I'm gonna fucking go to the pool house and throw up. So
I'm so nervous. I can't. I can't.
God.
Ooh, I can't talk to the people.
Can't talk.
I'm in the dugout. I'm scared.
No, stop, Nick.
yeah, Nick, that was not fucking funny, dude. I cannot
I'm-
believe
yeah,
you
dude.
fucking said that.
I'm in the dugout behind the
Sucking
pool house,
off Davy
scared to talk to
Crochet.
the Kilby girl.
Because her name's
and he
Olivia,
tastes like
and
maple syrup.
Davy Crochet tastes like maple syrup.
Yeah, his something tastes like maple syrup.
Olivia sunk my battleship using her intuition.
God damn.
Sounds-
Sounds like a level.
she said, "This bitch said."
Papa.
It's so
Papa,
funny.
I
need
because,
my
like,
movie.
At one side of me understands and the valid criticism of like the show and shit like that, but also I really am enjoying season 4, like the whole show in general. So
I have
it's
3 more
like
episodes left.
Duality of Man. We have to
kills
do the last
new
2.
Libby Glorb by going.
We're almost done with our entire rewatch of the series. We've got one more episode and then it'll be on to the last 2 new ones. But
Papa
a nice thing about the show being so like, I guess people falling off of it is you don't really have to worry about spoilers on Twitter.
Dude, there was
no one's
only
talking
spoilers.
about
I don't know, dude. I feel like there's still spoilers everywhere, and I'm so like I see like one thing.
Really?
I haven't even looked at what that
I'm
picture of
on
like.
Twitter.
There's
Yeah, I just am not getting any Stranger Things shit on my
really. There's
think-
like one
I
picture
think
of
maybe
like
because
Stranger Things
I blocked a lot
side
of
of
people
Twitter.
when Squid Games was being talked about because I didn't care and I didn't want to hear about the show. So like maybe doing that, maybe it's the same audience and I've just already culled those people off of my timeline. I don't know.
maybe.
Jamie, if Squid Game didn't make you cry, I don't think we can be friends anymore.
The last 3 episodes were so mid. So and then they said, "Oh, let's make a sequel." And I'm like, "No."
Bro, they're making a real reality show. Netflix
I know.
is
I'm
actually
like-
going to kill
I'm
people.
like, the point, and you guys, parallel lines. You will never intersect. They will never get it.
The CEO of Netflix is sitting in his office in that gold costume, just watching people die. I haven't seen the show. I don't know. I
Fucking
think it's a gold
sucks.
costume.
Now there's one picture. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's of like, what's like what's the kid that we were just talking about with Doja Cat on it? What's his name?
Noah.
Yeah, but his name's Will, right?
Yeah, Will.
Have you seen that? It's like some weird picture of like his really long neck or something, and like the hair on top like looks like a coconut or some shit. I don't even know, but
It's
I haven't
It's like
looked at it.
Spoiler.
No, it was making fun of some shit, but I didn't want that to be like a spoiler in me looking
Right.
at like a meme of it, you know? There's
Yeah.
like too many memes right now, and I'm like, I'm gonna get spoiled through memes. That's mostly
dude,
what it
the
is.
funniest fucking one was the scene of Millie Bobby Brown looking at like the wall and looking back scared, and someone said like it confirmed Elle is anti-LGBTQ. Like, her and
Rainbows.
Papa and like the child drawing of the rainbow, and she like
Yeah.
looks at the wall and then is freaking out. Not
I never
because
thought
of
that
that
was it.
picture. It's different context, but it's very
No,
funny
yeah.
to like that on our rewatch. We got to that scene and I was like, oh, fucking confirmed. It's been fun.
It's one of
Yeah,
the
this album
funniest.
fucks. So I'm assuming both of you were familiar with Kilby Girl. It blew up on TikTok and just across the world for some reason.
Bro. You know I'm an old soul. You know I barely get on TikTok. I had not heard this song.
I had not heard this song either.
Are you fucking serious? That shit was everywhere.
I'm not on.
Like walking through stores and shit. Like it's like a radio play song.
Yeah, I don't listen to the radio either, bud. To be honest,
I just said walking through stores. Do I look like a radio listener?
Do I look like I leave my house? Do I look like I leave my house, JB? Do I look like I leave my house?
Good point. Good point.
Thank you.
We got the.
As you can see, my bed.
That is the bed of someone who does not go outside.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
So then, not really knowing that song, I guess. How did you guys feel about the album?
It was decent. I think I enjoyed listening to it, and I'm still thinking about how much replay value it has. But I would say at the bare minimum, I enjoyed some of the songs on here.
Okay, that's a pretty good minimum. I feel like
Pretty good.
So too.
bar.
So too.
Okay.
As a bare minimum, I enjoyed some of the music.
Yeah. Well, again, it's not really my forte of music. It's not my je ne sais
right,
quoi.
it's very guitar centric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very real instrument centric. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah, I can see how you
need
would.
that
Yeah, I could see
synthetic
how you
shit.
could. Yeah.
very
That
bad music.
pumped full of chemicals and hormones,
Well,
Everyone likes that process.
GMOs.
yeah, I like that full
We're
GMO.
so scared of GMOs, bro. That's just natural
Like that gas
selection
station
expedited.
sushi music.
music.
Anyways,
But watch your mouth. I think that was a good intro, honestly.
Yeah.
yeah,
The way it kind of kept adding stuff at the end, and then I don't know, this was a song that kind of built a little bit for me. And
Yeah.
as someone who usually listens to music with like all singing most of the time, or like singing, rapping, and like
Yeah.
a lot of the song where there's not really any like interludes or anything. I think I do still like is it called like an interlude, like when they just kind of have like a solo, like a band solo, not just like a guitar solo, but like there's just instruments playing for like a minute or so,
I don't know. I don't know what you would really call it. Like breakdown gets thrown around, but sometimes it's
Okay.
I feel like breakdown has connotations as well.
Yeah, I think I like that part of it, because it kind of does seem like you're watching like a
that's
band or
something
something.
that kind of in a lot of popular genres has like left music. It's the art of like letting music like having space between vocals to let like the rest of the band do shit.
Yeah.
That's something this album dropped in like 2019, and it's very much an indie rock album, and that's something they do a lot in this one. Like every song, there's like a memorable, just instrumental part between like vocal lines.
Yeah, and I would say that's something that's something I enjoyed, because I do get a little bit bored of the singing sometimes, to be honest, like with genres like this.
Yeah.
Like the very like slow and melodic. Like, not saying this is so slow, but like, just like the slower, more easygoing type music. I get bored sometimes, but then the music kind of like gets me back in, because I don't know. I do like listening to lyrics, but sometimes, again, I get bored of the lyrics. So then the music is what kind of encapsulates me back into listening to the song. So
yeah, and I really fuck with this band's like instrumentation. It's really, really great. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I find a lot of a lot of music I like. I look into it. I'm like, oh, these bands typically have 1 to 2 lead guitars, a rhythm, and one of them is a singer, and then a rhythm guitar. A bass, and they're no exception. I just really enjoy because there's something about like a singer who also is playing guitar at the same time. I feel like there's just a better, I don't know, not across the board, obviously, like fucking Adele, master of melody and pitch and all that. But there's something to be said when there's a lead guitar and a lead vocalist doing the same thing, because then they can like blend their vocals with what they're playing.
Yeah.
They're very good.
They're a little
And
more
they can also
coordinated
continue
too.
on lines after that very well.
Yeah.
Like they stop singing, but then continue the melody on guitar. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something I feel like this band does really, really well. I really fuck with their sound. And the tone of their guitars is so good. Like it's the perfect distorted, overdriven, but not like, you know, heavy metal type sound shit. And it just really rings out on some shit. Oh, I love it. Got that nice heavy chug in some of the songs. Very good.
I liked it too. I liked that part.
Do you know if they played Watch Your Mouth at Bonnaroo, Jamie?
They didn't. I really wanted them to. And I think that if they had their full set, my guess would have been that they would have ended with it.
Was this the song you were talking about? Okay.
Yes, where
I remember you saying
it would have been like a crazy ending to that. Yeah, no, I love this song. It's a phenomenal opening track to this album. I think it sets it up so well because it's got like the lower, you know, low energy parts that they have on some tracks. It's got the very high energy, blistering solo, and then like really good, I don't know, like pre-chorus growl kind of vocals that then go into the chorus. And lots of emotion in the delivery for a bunch of shit. And so, yeah, I think it's a very good opening track to this album.
Yeah, it was one of my favorites on the whole album.
Yeah.
It fucks.
I like nothing like super crazy with the lyrics, but I really love the beginning, how it's just a lot slower, more acoustic, and then they just like rip the guitar into it, and it's really punchy. It's just the dun dun, and they it just builds and builds from there. Like some of my favorite like guitar melodies in indie rock songs sound a lot like this song. There's a song called Vestiges by Martin Courtney that sounds pretty familiar. He's the lead singer for Real Estate. But yeah. You know Real Estate, right, Jamie?
I'm pretty sure I do.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure.
They're
Not like off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure I've heard some shit by them.
Yeah. They're not like indie rock royalty, I guess, but I feel like you've probably heard one or two songs by them.
Yeah, I would guess so, especially after just like half of my daily mixes every day are like daily or are indie rock centric. I'm sure I've picked up some of their shit.
Yeah. I guess.
Spotify really thinks I only listen to indie rock, which is like a self-fulfilling prophecy because I see it and I'm like, yeah, I could listen to some like Backseat Lovers mix or like Glass Animals mix and shit like that. And to Spotify, they're all the same. So
yeah.
yeah, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy where I get in ruts because Spotify gets in ruts. So that's
like the
that's
same
always
playlist, but when you pick the flip turn mix, they just put Backseat Lovers like into it, and when you pick the Backseat Lovers mix, they just put flip turn into it. They just swap out
exactly.
the song.
It's all just related, and it's just a big aurora borealis of flip turn and Backseat Lovers and Glass Animals.
I feel like I've noticed that with some songs that I think are more underground that I've never heard of before, and then I'll discover that some other people know them, and they're like, yeah, they like showed up on my daily mix, and there's these like key songs that I feel like Spotify just plops into everyone's like daily mixes that have sort of similar genres that they listen to.
I feel like Chicago and Vanilla by Flip Turn are those, because that's definitely where both me and Vic like separately discovered them, because they just slipped it in probably to one of her like neighborhood mixes, and then they definitely slipped it into like one of my just at that point I don't know what it would have been, but definitely a mix, and I was like, yo, this shit fucks.
Yeah.
Could have been I could see it in a Peach Pit mix, maybe.
Yeah, it was probably honestly in like a Peach Pit or Chill mix, which is just Peach Pit, Flip Turn, Backseat Lovers, and Glass Animals. I literally have like 15 mixes that are just basically the same thing, but different songs. And now the dip is very prevalent in the one with Marcus King.
Oh,
that's another one too. But yeah, watch your mouth. I love that the like just emotiveness of the watch your tone and watch your mouth that ends the second verse, and then it goes into the guitar like you were mentioning. I always love that. Every time it's like, it's a very good one to not yell, but like get into. I feel like that's a very singable line.
You could yell it if you want.
Yeah. Yeah,
Go
exactly.
for it.
It depends on how like emotive
Go
you
for
want to
it.
be.
Watch it fall into the ground. Keep your distance, she's unstable. Bite your tongue and watch your mouth.
Just go for it real quick.
But yeah, the solo, and I love that main riff, the do 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 do. Like that sounds so fucking good. It's just like ooh, we're dancing, and then he follows, and the end of it, or whenever he goes, oh, like he starts doing the vocal follow along with it. Love that shit every time. Very.
And it's like
good.
mostly just the guitar, so you could just kind of see him like just like on like a stool or something, just.
Yeah. No, I
I was gonna say
fucking-
stroking it, but then I was like, no, that's not the strumming it, strumming it, dude, strumming it.
No, my man in front of a crowd of people stroking it.
The show's 18 plus.
Sorry, Josh, I believe is the lead singer's name.
Sorry, Shishwa.
So
Bro, he's Mormon. He wouldn't do that.
everyone in Utah, Mormon.
You have
So-
to be Mormon to live in Utah.
It's a great intro song, and then that's where my I guess intro ad lib, whatever this week came from. Jordan's came from the next song, which is Pool House, and that's another favorite of mine on the record.
I
fucking love this song.
I did like that song as well. As in my first time listen, I actually didn't like look through the rest of the track, but I heard that like this song is called Dugout, and then I looked at my phone and it said Pool House, and I was like, why is this the beginning of the song? And then only later did I realize there actually was a song called Dugout.
Yeah, and
so
they
I'm a
feel-
little bit
they-
confused as to why that is in there.
Goofy.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like if it was just a bit like before the recording and they left it in. I don't know if it was intentional or if they were like, oh, you know, it is an actual like slip up. I don't know.
Or if like
It is funny
Well-
because the two songs have similar sounds and similar like starting lyrics in the beginning, talking about waiting on something to change for me because I'm young and restless and wanting to change as well. And I feel like they dug out as later on, and it kind of it's like a continuation. So I don't know if like I don't know the story either. But yeah, the first time I heard it, I was like, what? And they sound very British in that the first, or at least what he says. This song's called Dugout.
This song's called Dugout.
this song's
Yeah,
called
it definitely sounds like they're doing some sort of like young Beatles impression. And then, so that's where I was like, where are these guys from? And they're from Utah. So
Young Beatles.
I don't know why. Also, have you guys seen any pictures of it? Well, I guess Nick, you were at the concert. But
I
Jordan,
saw
have you
them,
seen
bro.
any pictures of them?
Nope.
Dude, their hair
No,
their
no, no, no,
look
no.
is
No,
honestly
no.
incredible.
Oh, what, they got like a shaved head or something?
No, quite the opposite.
Oh, they got like a long head or something?
It's such a
He
Yeah,
got
they
the
got-
long head.
yeah. They have a long head, but the lead
Oh,
I
singer,
love long
the lead
heads.
singer and guitarist, and then I think it's the rhythm guitarist. At one point, they all three had like just except the drummer had like long flowing hair, and
Okay.
the lead singer's got like this kind of mustache with the long hair.
Okay.
It's quite a fucking look. I
remember that,
heavily
and
respect.
the drummer just looks like he's like an accountant. Like he looks like
yes.
he has a very like tame appearance compared to the rest of them.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I mean, accountant. I don't know,
Some
but he
dude in a
definitely
sweater
does
vest and,
not like fit with the vibe that the rest of them are going with.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the bassist, rhythm guitarist, and lead singer all have like very similar long flowing hair. And I fuck with it.
Just- yeah.
And
fucks
dude,
with it.
when they were on that outdoor stage at Bonnaroo, that shit was working. They was like blowing in the wind as they were like running around and playing guitar and shit. I was like, this is what musicians are supposed to look like.
Back in my day,
Fuck your shaved hair, Julian Casablanca strokes look. I want the damn.
Oh, damn.
I want the beatniks on the stage just ripping shit on guitar.
Back in my day when people played real music and they didn't have those little fucking drum pad shit.
Fucking rock band type shit, buddy. I don't even know.
Because I feel like those are the two looks that indie rockers go. They go with the like. I definitely would have been the weed dealer in my small town in the 70s, or they go with like greasy, like hardened New Yorker, regardless of where they're from.
Wait, what? I don't even.
Fair enough.
Weed dealer in the set. Is that the long hair or the short hair guy?
Oh, that's
the long hair.
like the long hair with the mustache.
But then you said what? The New Yorker?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
hardened city. Yeah, like the Strokes kind of look like kind of.
I don't know how the Strokes look
You want to
either.
look grungy and wear all black and leather and have like.
Do they have a
really
shaved
short
head
hair.
though?
Or they
Not shaved,
can look
but,
like
close cropped.
they can look like Still Woozy, where they
Yeah.
wear like they're like super duper skinny and they wear wife beaters and wife respecters, wife congratulators. My bad. Yeah, and just have like that kind of like really short. I don't think his hair is shaved. I think it's like a really short like forehead cut.
It's what I feel like. I feel like there's like 5 looks you can put indie musicians into. Because there's also the like studio pop guy, like
So we're putting them in boxes now.
Beanie
All right,
that's
got it.
rolled halfway up, corduroy rolled up.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking
Carhartt everything.
Carhartt beanie rolled up.
Carhartt overalls
cuffed,
on.
striped t-shirt, cuffed on the sleeves,
Yeah.
cuffed everything.
Dude that looks like he works at a construction site, but really
yeah.
he just makes
And then
music.
you have the industrial indie people where it's like Tim's and fucking cargo pants. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you've never used a hammer before.
Can you tell me? Can you tell me how to change the way the drill spins? I don't think you can.
Yeah, but Jordan,
That's hilarious.
I sent a picture of them, and then I'll throw that picture up on the mood board as well. But I sent a picture of them in the
Oh, nice. Yeah, they
that
got a little
shit was-
vibe going on.
that shit was majestic at Bonnaroo.
I
but
can't.
yeah, so
I can't comment on power tools. I'm wearing a Beach Fossils hoodie.
oh,
I don't know what that means.
bro, I used my drill and a couple of like what I guess boring bits. I don't remember the right term to drill some holes in and put in some fucking drawers or drawer handles on our dresser. Had to like countersink it because they weren't going through far enough. I was like, I can do this, just get a bigger diameter, and it was great. I was like,
There you go.
this is how
Man
people
shit.
get addicted to DIY shit. I get this. It felt so
Next
good
thing
to
you
have
know,
all the right
you're gonna be
tools.
flipping houses.
No. One thing I would do is like DIY auto repair. That I could see because I enjoy machines. However, I don't have the right tools to do 2 auto repairs that I need to do. So that's why I have to take it and pay someone else to do it and not get the fun of it. But,
Gotta love it.
whatever. Yeah, but I love Pool House. It's got one of my favorite solos, like by far. I love the like slide bend sound into it. The wow now. It's so fucking good. Yeah, I guess if I were to, and also the delivery of the vocals in the verses is really good.
That's what I was gonna say too.
Rises and it feels like you're rising in the middle and then it goes down and then goes into the chorus and it's so good.
I like it as well. And like the
very much.
elongated, it's like elongated too. It's like the when will I go? That's not actually the lyrics, but like it's like the, he's like it's taking very long to say everything, but it's like he's going with the actual like tempo of the music a little bit.
Yeah, it's like he's following the like kind of just really laid back rhythm that the whole band is kind of grooving into, and then it just starts fucking ripping on the choruses. I love it.
Yeah, I like it.
Very
I
good.
like it. I love it.
So and it's interesting that it's then followed by. It's interesting that it's followed by Intuition, which is like the first, I guess, slower song. There's only a couple that I would say are slower the entire way through.
Bless you.
Whoa,
yeah, I don't know, but it's still a really fucking good one.
The beginning of this song sounds like an Andy Schaaf song.
What song?
And like a lot of his older music, because a lot of his older stuff was kind of creepy, kind of like weird little like rapid violin and like just like stuff that would like sound kind of scary. Like there's a song called "Drink My Rivers" that that like there's a
what
part
do you mean
of
by
it
that, Andy?
Yeah, it like the beginning of this song reminded me of that, and just reminds me of some of his older stuff, especially from The Bearer of Bad News, that album.
Gotcha.
And
Well, maybe I'll have to
especially
check
just
it out
like
more.
their accents, the way they're singing. Andy doesn't rip a whole lot on that album, but
Right.
but yeah, the slower moments of this album sound like the slower moments of that album too.
Maybe I've got to check it out then. Maybe I'll like it more than what was it? Fire Truck? Well, no, that was the song. What's the
the album was the Neon Skyline.
That's right.
Yeah. The album that I talked about has an 8-minute song on it that he sang for his encore at the show that I saw. That like made like 3 people around me audibly cry. I like didn't have to look at them. I could just hear them crying, and I was like, "Oh god!"
I gotta check that shit out. That sounds awesome. It's like my dad when he saw BB King live once, and he said that. Like,
oh yeah,
just people were weeping in the audience, just like outwardly weeping, and at the end of it, like probably 100 people walked up and like laid roses on the stage, like laid flowers on the stage, and then walked away. He said that was like a crazy musical experience. I was like, hell yeah. Sounds awesome. Yeah, so I do like the kind of slower nature of it. The intro is cool, and then when they do that thing where the music kind of cuts out, and then it comes back in with the electric guitar as well as the acoustic. So good. The tone on that electric guitar is so girthy, you know?
Call it intuition if you want. I'm still at the skate park, spilling all my precious blood.
yeah,
Girthy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
It's very thick. It's a very thick tone. Sounds very good.
yeah. That's a,
yeah. Is that one of those musician things that I've just never heard before because I don't play guitar?
Yeah.
Or is
It's a
it-
girthy term. A girthy tone. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Very good though. Lots of bite
This
to
tone
it.
is wide.
And then the outro I also really like how it goes back to the just acoustic kind of like falsetto-y, I guess.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
yeah.
I really like the end of it as well. It winds back down and then goes right into Kill Me Girl, which I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, it
Intuition.
fucking
meh.
rips.
Meh, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't figure it would be a high point for you, Jordan. I figured it'd be a low point for sure.
And like Kill Me Girl like blew up on TikTok. Like I was hearing this song literally everywhere. Like I was walking through the wine section at Wegmans, and like, dude, they were just blasting this shit on like 100 volume. I reach for my Chardonnay, and there's just Kill Me Girl singing in my ear. All
The
right,
Kill Me Girl X Wegmans collab.
Jordan, you're becoming a wine guy, right? You're kind of
becoming is a very loose term,
right,
but
very loosely.
more open to it. But I probably won't go out myself and indulge. It'd have to be like at a restaurant or at a bar or something, you know, not like
I just
let
go
me
to
buy
Costco
this.
and drink the bottles in the aisle.
Oh yeah. No. They just like let you like pop them there and like try some and like
Yeah,
you can like put them back.
Yeah, and if they try to take it, I start swinging.
Yeah.
Swinging on it. Yeah.
They're like, sir, we're gonna have to leave this store. Like
and running towards the exit.
they're like, hey, can I see your receipt? And then like they're paid not to like run after you, so you just like walk past them. And what are they gonna do? Put their hands on you? Or like what?
Exactly. What am I gonna do? Fucking clock them with a wine bottle. That's what I'm gonna do.
Exactly, dude.
I have the weapon, bro.
So I'm actually equipped with a 2-volt taser in case things get rowdy.
In case one of the samplers tries to stop you.
2-volt taser, dude. That'd be.
Bruh, sorry, I had to mute myself and yell at the dogs. They were barking in the other room.
Oh, my God. What is Leo doing in the back?
Bro, right? He's currently staring out the window at whatever he was mad at and like grumbling. He's sitting there going. Occasionally. What? Yeah, you.
His tail's wagging. MF just don't get it.
Yeah, so Kill Me Girl, by far the most well-known song on the album. 154 million plays on Spotify.
Light work.
Light work. So they probably made like $14 from Spotify.
Bruh, no way
So
you
they're
just
rich.
did that.
They're filthy rich.
But that lead into the solo, like that shit. I mean, I've heard this song so many times. It was on so many daily mixes, and at least for me, it was all over TikTok for like a solid 2 weeks, and I have heard radio play and shit like that. But it's still, that lead into the solo fucking rips. It's so good. I remember I first really started listening to the song when I know when it blew up on TikTok and stuff. It was around the time we finished college because like I have a core memory of mine of like the final days back home before moving to Denver was driving on like old 421 and Taylor Road and all that shit, going to Nick's house for his graduation party and putting my car into manumatic mode and listening to this song and just fucking ripping down those
Flooring
roads.
it.
Yeah, like it's such a good song. Like just turning or rolling all the windows down and just fucking going for it. Yeah. So it was around that
He's doing
time.
75 in the school zone.
Mama, why is he going so fast? Shut up, sweetie. That's a man right there driving through our drop.
Driving that fucking manumatic 4-cylinder Camry.
Honey, when you get your driver's license and hear "Kill Me Girl," you'll understand.
What, you hear your driving song, and next thing you know, your fucking pedals on the floor, and you're goddamn going. You're giving her all she's fucking worth.
In that moment, you don't care if you live or you die. You're just feeling that music flow through you.
Once the car hits 7,000
become the
RPMs, that's where the car becomes floating on air or whatever the fuck. Dude, I want to watch Ford v Ferrari.
And you see God, and you ask if you want to meet him.
There's a point right around 7,000 RPMs where the car becomes an extension of the body. You feel a weightlessness. Yeah.
So bad.
No, dude, officer, I don't know how. One thing, I was going the speed limit. Next thing I knew, fucking.
I was Mach 6 in a.
By Motley Crue came on, and then I was going 120. I don't know what happened.
I was Mach 6 in a 15. In a 15. I'm sorry.
Drive a little more careful out there for me. Kickstart My Heart, I think, might be the best 80s rock song to work out to.
That's the one that's like. You better kickstart my heart, and I need you more tonight. Right?
Yeah, by Bonnie Tyler.
That was really close. Yeah.
Bon
It's actually
Iver?
You sure? It's by
Steven Tyler?
It's by Celine Dion.
Kickstart My Heart by Celine Dion. That's the Titanic song, right?
Wait, by
Yes.
Madonna?
Virgin?
What did you call me?
Well, but yeah, that lead into the solo, and then just the fucking like boiling point of that solo. I fucking love it. It's so good on Kill Bill Girl. That alone, I think, is deserved of 154 million streams. The rest of the song, take it or leave it. But
It is a pretty good song. I don't
You
know.
might be talking
that
about
shit-
the part
shit
I'm
rips.
thinking of. There's like a it's not a beat switch, but it's where they like change
Beat
the
switch.
melody like pretty drastically like later in the song.
yeah,
That's,
where it's
that's
like,
one of my favorite parts.
I think we're probably talking about the same part where there's like a little build up and there's
I think that part ends and then they go into like a faster part. It's like,
yeah. That's
yeah,
like it switches over right there.
yeah.
How good?
What?
That's an Australian thing.
Vegemite?
Yes, that was Vegemite actually. But yeah, so that song's very good, and then Dugout is also pretty good. I don't know. I think I like the more energetic second half of it more than but I still enjoy like the laid back part. But once it switches over to the faster, more energetic one, I'm like, oh, okay, this is.
Jordan,
Yeah.
is this your favorite song because of baseball?
I was like, you said this. Was this your favorite? I was like, what could he say possibly that? And you said baseball. I was like, oh, that's why it's my favorite song. No, I definitely did like the second half a little bit more, or second part. Like when the guitar was like just riffing a lot, and there was just like they're just jamming. It seemed like. But yeah, didn't. This was not my favorite song on the album per se.
I could also see.
But
I definitely would have thought that this would have been a lower point as well. I really like. I feel like this is one of the ones where you can hear the pain of the lyrics, like because this isn't really a genre of music where you listen to a lot of the words. I guess like I know the words to most of these songs, but that's just because I've listened to them so much. I don't really like sit there and ponder the meaning of the songs. I just got like the general vibes. But I feel like this one, the delivery kind of lets you know even more that it's like, oh, this is like a painful situation or whatever. Like where he talks about the part where it's like, I found the letters that you wrote for me and I couldn't bring myself to, and then you like kind of yell, cry, sings myself to throw them away. I feel like that's a very, like that section's very good. And then it goes into that like little kind of, I guess, bouncier sound. Yeah, I don't know. But it's really good. And I like the outro a lot for this one as well.
Yeah, it was one of the ones I saved. Yeah, I think I saved like.
yeah, the outro is really good, but I don't know if I'd keep the song on my Jubilee listen, my listen over.
Download it on your iPod Nano.
It's actually on my shuffle. I just press play and hope it's on music I like.
Imagine having a device you could only shuffle your songs on.
So weird. And I mean, it was like $50 though. Like I get it.
Oh yeah, no, it was good for the time.
I would have been like, oh shit, that's crazy. I had I had a little MP3 player that was like this big, and it was just like a 4-line LCD screen, and then like,
Dude, it's
up and down
amazing
and play.
how little storage music needs, but how like amazing it can be. You know, I don't know.
Life changing.
Yeah.
I remember I had that MP3 player around the time that Lost was coming out on TV. And people, that was like peak of the, what's your like Lost Desert Island like must-haves or whatever.
Bruh.
And I was in like 6th grade. No, it would have been earlier than that because I got an iPod in 6th grade. It was like 4th grade, and I was like, oh, definitely my MP3 player. Definitely gotta have that fucking. Gotta have Iron Man, Journey's greatest hits.
I'm a big music guy.
The Climb by Miley Cyrus, that was on there for sure. I had like 40 songs, and dude, that was back when it was so hard to get audio files if you weren't gonna pirate them.
Yeah.
Because like with my parents, we weren't gonna pirate things. I had to like convince my mom to go on to Walmart.com and buy MP3 downloads to put on my fucking MP3 player. That shit is crazy.
How much were MP3s running back then?
I think it was the same, like $1.29.
Really?
Like, as much as inflation has affected other things, iTunes songs and digital downloads for things have been the same price. Like for songs, it's always been between 69 cents and $1.29. And that was, I mean, that was like 2007 and 8, and that shit still has not changed, which I'm fine with. Like how the price, like video games feel expensive when you're a kid, but it's crazy that $60 has been the price point for like 2 decades. Like theoretically, games should be more like 90 because of that. But
some PS5 games are like 70 now, I think.
Oh, really?
Biden inflation. You know, no one wants to work anymore.
Inflate Biden.
Put a sticker on my PS5. I did that. But yeah, so Davy Crochet was the next one. I enjoy that song. I don't have a lot of notes for it. I just really like the bouncy feeling of it. It just feels very like light.
Teach me how to crochet.
Please teach me to crochet.
I like how he his voice doesn't sound as drowned out as some of the other songs in this one, and so I kind of like hearing his voice a little bit more in this one.
About it when I gave you my card. I didn't think about it when I wrote you that note. I guess there's some things that you should know, but I'll tell you.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You big
I enjoy that one. And it's
guy?
one that I always. Yeah, big. I'm a big crochet head. We're called
Crotch heads.
knit heads.
I like crotchets.
Yeah, crochet. Mom, you
Pronounced
crotcheted over there?
It's pronounced croche heads.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's a silent T. My bad.
Yeah.
Crochet.
Croche heads.
What you doing, buddy? Leo's going mobile again. I'm afraid he's gonna try to jump on me and knock me
Oh
over.
no.
Oh god.
So, but I do love the next song, Maple Syrup. That's another of my favorites on the
I
record.
did like that song a lot as
They
well.
did play that one live, and it was very good.
Okay.
They went
R.I.P. Ninja
fucking. They
Mama.
went. Yeah,
Our girl ain't do nothing wrong, bro. Our girl ain't do
those boys
nothing
went.
wrong.
They went hog wild on this one live.
Oh, yeah?
I think that was when Nick was taking a nap over in the sun.
Oh.
That was
may
after
have been
Nick's sleepy time.
Nicky.
It definitely did. We talked about it happening on the Bonnaroo episode. So
Whoa. I don't know about that.
Oh, Nicky.
I guess the listener will have to listen to episode 100 to learn if that's true or not.
To see if
Listen to the whole thing.
we're just yanking your chain.
But I fucking love that song. It's one that I regularly queue up just to listen to.
Yeah.
The whole I saw you at the show tonight. What's he say? I stood in the back and we both know why. That shit. And then it kind of, honestly, the rest of the song, that's a very good one if you're in a car to just turn up like that's a good point to crank in that song. And then it just goes into like the chorus and then the breakdown and the outro and all that shit.
I saw you dancing at the show tonight. I stood in the back, and I think that we both know Did it hurt when I kicked you to the curb? Now I'm all alone.
boys really start to let loose. Something they really do is they just put a lot of energy. They know how to start a song slower and then build and then just put in so much fucking energy into it. Yeah. And yeah, that's a very good one where they do that. From that point to the rest of it, just fantastic to crank up, turn the windows down, and drive fast in your car to.
I feel you.
Or sit at home and listen to it very loudly as well. I also do that.
I actually prefer to listen to it while I'm at Waffle House.
Oh yeah, because of the maple syrup. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys like syrup, or are you more like I don't know. I know some people do like peanut butter and stuff.
That's fucked up. No, that's fucked up.
Nah, dude. We get the minion pancakes, bro.
Waffles are really good, but they start dry, and you're gonna instead of wetting them with syrup, you're gonna put peanut butter on them.
Yeah, waffles just better than pancakes, obviously, but
yeah, because they hold the butter and the syrup in little pockets.
Exactly.
Delicious.
Flapjacks, we call them sometimes.
Flapjacks are pancakes.
Flapjacks are pancakes.
They're not.
They're the same thing.
Waffles.
Wait, what?
Waffles
no,
and pancakes are the same thing?
No, I'm saying flapjacks and pancakes are the same thing.
Okay, yes.
Did it sound like I was saying something else?
Yeah, it sounded like you said waffles. You also call them flapjacks.
Oh no, I was saying that. Yeah. Okay.
Jordan,
so we're back.
Are you trolling?
I'm literally not.
Jordan's in a little gaslighty mood today. Friday episode.
No, dude. I thought I was following
Jordan's gaslighting again.
I thought I was following the train of thought. But anyways,
Jordan be gaslighting.
And gatekeeping. And girl.
Yeah. So I really enjoy Olivia. I don't really have many notes for it, but it's another really good one. I always enjoy it when it comes on. Listen to the album. Nick has.
I don't really have any notes for this one, but it always is like crazy to me whenever like somebody writes a song about that seems like a lost lover or like a new lover or just some kind of relationship type shit, and then names it like an actual person's name, and I'm like, was there Olivia in his life that like looks at this song and is like
about me?
Yeah, like kind of like the Joji meme where it's like his girlfriend's like listening to the song, and like obviously there's just like a bunch of stuff about that, but like I'm like yeah, it like someone who's dated this person or musicians, and then they like write like a love story, like Taylor Swift I think is the biggest like they're always like they know who they're always talking about in her lyrics because people know her life very well.
I feel like if you were to do that, you have to reach out to the person and be like, "Are you cool?"
You don't really have to.
This? I mean, you don't have to, no, but like you probably should, and I hope that a lot of people do.
Yeah.
To be like, hey, I don't want the first time you hear this like to be on an album that maybe gets like globally popular. Yeah. I feel like just to be like, hey, are you cool? Like, you might hate me, but I still want to give you the due diligence of like, just so you know, I'm putting this out.
Oh, okay. Not even like asking though.
Yeah, I mean, asking if you want, but if it's
you just said no, I totally flamed you and called you a bitch in this song. I said I'd fuck your sister, but
that was a thought.
So you know,
that was like the first thought I had listening to Wilshire Wilshire on the first time on Tyler's album. I'm like, this is a pretty like expose level personal.
The person who this is about knows.
I was like, this is, and I feel like the people that are like the main causes of conflict for their relationship will also clearly know. So I hope those bridges are already burned. If not, I don't think they're going to be doing very well after they get a load of this one. But best song of 2021. So, at least for our ratings. So when we saw them live, they ended their set with "Sinking Ship," and it's also another like fucking top tier song on this album for me.
It is pretty good. It's pretty good. I liked it as well.
This one's another of my favorite like guitar tones on the album of the lead guitar on here. I love the way it sounds. But yeah, I don't know. Like it's such a banger of a self-destructive, self-loathing, like despairing song. It doesn't, it doesn't feel like it. It's fun to how like high energy it is, but like thinking about what the song is saying, it's like, oh damn, this person's like, they're going through it right now. They're like, I'm setting you free because I'm such a piece of shit. Like that kind of vibe with it, where it's like, oh damn, all right, go off, I guess. Like the SpongeBob yelling at Gary to go away. Gary, you are gonna eat your.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking top 10 anime deaths. But yeah, I mean, I love the song. Where it's very good. Where he talks about like what's the one? I don't want to be the ball to your chain. Seems that every time the weather's on our side, I turn it right back into rain, and the guitar comes in right there. I love that shit.
And I don't want to be the ball to your chain. Seems that every time the weather's on our side, I turn it right back into rain. Don't hold back, don't wait for the night.
It's very good. And yeah, I just think it's a really good end to the overall album, because I mentioned like this isn't an album or a genre of music where it's like necessarily lyric focused for me, like the meaning of the songs, I guess. Like for what I get from it is more the feeling of the music. I don't really, I don't need songs to wallow in heartbreak because I'm not at that point, but I like the vibe of it. And the songs happen to be about like heartbreak and kind of, I don't know, just overall, it feels like an album that's very much like old relationships and lamenting that, or being in the active process of one's breaking down, and just kind of like the emotions and kind of anxiety and just shit that comes with that, and like the baggage that is being created, which is all, I mean, I feel like conveyed by the title of When We Were Friends, as in we are no longer, whether that be because we just grew apart or it was a bad ending or whatever. I just think overall, like every song kind of touches on that, and then Sinking Ship is like a good kind of culmination of the ideas throughout the whole album, and like the feeling of the song is very good. So I really enjoy it as an outro song on the album, or like a final song on the album, not really an outro. So yeah, I don't know, I really fuck with it. It's a very good song.
Yeah, it was one of my favorites too. I didn't have any
really fun live
notes for it, but yeah. I think I caught the end of that one from the screen. I think I woke up and like watched that one. Yeah.
I think you mentioned that. I think you said you saw the last song from the ground.
Yeah. Saw the first song, had to use the bathroom, took a nap, saw half the last song.
Bro, you sound like you need to take a nap right now.
Yeah, I'm a little
bruv.
Tired?
I'm a little sleepy for a Friday night.
I was gonna say I feel like our Friday episodes, even when I was also on Easter time, I feel like Friday episodes for me, I just have like stupid amounts of energy.
I was about to say, Nick's tired with the 8:30 recordings. He's tired with the 5 o'clock.
Sounds like Nick needs a new mattress.
Nick, you need a new mattress. Call mattress.
This episode is sponsored by Purple if only
Bro,
Purple, if you're out there.
Tuft and Needle.
I need to buy a new mattress, so
Tuft and
Purple,
Needle.
if you're out there. What the fuck is
Tuft and
Tuft?
Needle.
I have not heard of Tuft and Needle. Is that a new?
I'm just kidding. They have like
come-up?
one store in Raleigh, but actually they might have like, and it's in that's where I got my pillow at. But they're kind of like a cute.
I'm actually a My
mattress
Pillow
brand.
stand.
Oh, what? My Pillow.
The fucking
Pillow,
My Pillow
yeah.
guy.
Yeah, you know
Dude,
about My Pillow, Jordan?
All
All right.
Use
well,
code.
then I'm
use
completely
code Rudy for 50% off on checkout for the My Pillow
My Pillow?
sandals. That shit was so. Oh, did you guys not fucking see that?
I don't know what that is.
The Rudy Giuliani like peddling My Pillow sandal promo codes because he's
saw
going
the
bankrupt
sandal.
from legal fees.
I saw the sandals.
That shit was so fucking funny.
That was pretty funny.
It's like the Clintons starting a podcast.
Yeah.
Oh
like,
my gosh. Did they actually do that?
Yeah, they have a podcast.
Bruh, Jesus.
remember when I cheated on you and committed perjury?
Oh, God.
That intern sucked me off and I ruined her life.
I actually don't, for legal reasons, consider that sexual intercourse.
God damn it, Gallagher, I hate you so much, but we're so powerful I can't divorce you.
That's literally, God damn, so bad, dude.
Isn't it great what we did to? I mean, terrible what happened to that Epstein dude.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking.
The political commentary right now has me rolling. Oh my gosh.
Can't wait till Ghislaine gets in prison and we're gonna fucking Epstein her ass too. I mean, she's gonna mysteriously kill herself.
Isn't it crazy? We act like we hate other politicians, but really everyone's just getting rich while the poor people suffer. Isn't that hilarious?
We're all pedophiles. But
Just imagining,
just
imagining Bill Clinton
thoughts.
plainly saying that
Oh my
on his podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Season finale.
Like the Clintons start telling, like, reminiscing on stories, like a bunch of, like, one of those podcasts where it's just three dudes talking. And they're like, remember back in college when we did whatever? And there's like no topic, they just talk, and it's like they tell a story and you're like, oh, that was definitely a crime. The Clintons do that, but it's like just war crimes and like just really, really fucked up shit. That,
It's like the NDA expired like just today, so we're about to dump all this shit on you guys.
Yeah.
Make sure to tune in tonight at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Man.
but yeah.
All right.
And does that wrap it up for the album?
I mean, that sums up my notes. So if you guys
think
have any more final
I think
thoughts,
I'm
we
good
can
as
do our
well.
ratings.
I think I'm good as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm dandy. I'm peachy.
Nick, you're so tired because your fucking window's closed. You got your damn blinds drawn.
If I open it, you probably can't like I don't know.
Nick.
Let's see what the camera looks like. It's also raining outside, so
Really?
It is raining. It's like thundering here.
We actually, for the first time, I don't think are going to have an afternoon thunderstorm behind us.
I can't see it. The lighting definitely changed a little bit, but I think your lighting still looks good though.
Well, it's
it
also
actually doesn't look terrible on my.
I was about to say, Nick's also on. Yeah, I really probably should have shut my fucking blind
I was about to say you look a little exposed, Jamie, but
because I
know.
actually am like decently tan for my skin, but like with this direct sunlight right here, you
decently
cannot tell.
tan is still very, very white. Sorry, Jamie. I'm like,
I mean,
she said
like,
decently tan. I'm like,
It's more visible in person, but on camera definitely does not come through. And then with this light, it definitely is not doing me any favors either.
you have. I think you have very like red toned skin, so
I do, and that's why it
Very-
doesn't really show up as much,
been
especially
drinking?
on camera.
yeah.
But like in person, it's easier to see. Like we have a friend, she's super pale, and I'm like, okay, next to her, like when we go to hang out at the pool or whatever, I'm like, okay, I am tanner. And then next to Vic, I'm like, oh, I'm Irish, so yeah, that's right.
Me boy's fair skinned.
He's got the fair skin to the Irish.
But yeah, so
He's gonna have to get the Blarney Stone and lift the curse if he ever wants to get a 10 ever again.
we can go ahead and give our ratings for this one. I'll go first since I picked it. Jordan, you go last, and Nick, you get to go between us. For
right.
me, this album,
So
I'm expecting it to be like well above everything else. I'm gonna give it a 9.5. I love this
Damn,
album.
bro.
Dude, I fucking love this album. I've been rinsing it for months. Fantastic album.
Jamie, a backseat lover for real.
Hey yo, more of a front seat lover.
Seems uncomfortable.
Front seat.
She's on the shift knob while I'm. I'm kidding. Anyways.
I'm gonna give this album a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what I expected.
Well, I'm
what
gonna
about
give
you?
you an expected value and give this a
What?
3 out of 10.
Damn, bro.
Just didn't hit. Like it was okay.
Chill, dude. What the hell? That's crazy, bro. What the?
Dude, you're going goblin mode right now.
That's so fucking funny. That has been your last. Well, I guess you gave Jason Isbell a 3.5. You gave Reunions a 3.5. But other than that, you've given the last other 4 albums I've chosen. You've given them all 3s. as well.
Maybe I feel
Well,
like you're
to be
choosing
fair,
very
I-
stuff that like I wouldn't like to.
Yeah, I'm
not saying that like
expecting you to him.
yeah.
I hit you with
Sorry.
I hit you with Peach Pit. I hit you with
Yeah.
Jason Isbell, and I hit you with Flip Turn. So
Yeah.
and then now this. So yes, expected.
Sorry, Jamie.
I mean, it's fine. I like I
feel a
said,
little bit bad,
I
you know?
wanted to do this to talk about it because I love this album. So that gives it an average of 6.17. Yes, an average of 6.17, and it puts it at tied for 52nd with Witness by Benjamin Booker and The Neon Skyline by Andy Shelf. Two of Nick's picks. Just below Is This It by The Strokes, and just above Of the Blue Color of the Sky by OK Go.
Oh my god.
Just a smattering of Nick picks in the high 50s, the low 50s.
Nick's mid picks.
But yeah, so that ends this album. Jordan, what are we going to be listing? Oh, you good? He's got to drink some water out of his fleshlight. So what are we going to be listening to next
getting
week?
taken down.
We will be listening to The Inspection
Who's that by?
by Cochise.
Is that
Oh,
the
yeah?
new album?
It is.
Let's go.
Yeah, I don't have any albums like I'm listening to a lot right now, so I don't really know any that I would really love to pick. So this one could just, I was like, you know what, this is new enough. We'll
So the
try it out.
Inspection by Coochies, you said?
Cochise.
Is that how you say it?
It's technically Cochise. It's like a very specific pronunciation. It's like cheese, but if
Is
like
it an actual word? Does it mean something?
no, it's just his name. It's like
Well,
I looked it up. It said,
It's an old
like-
song too.
"Oh,
By
is it?"
Audioslave? Yeah.
He was also a leader of the
Cochise.
Jesus.
That's what it mostly is. Cochise.
Not gonna attempt pronouncing that one. A lot of wheeze in
Come on,
in
say
Spanish.
it.
But it's a local group of the Shokonen.
Yeah, Shikonen.
Shippuden? Naruto Shippuden?
Of a band of the
Man, you guys got me laughing.
Triak.
Bro, Jordan got COVID. Sharia law?
Gawa. Part of a band of the Apaches.
Damn, bro.
So
But yeah,
That's
Yes.
hard.
what I've been listening
he
to
was
this
one of the most noted Apache leaders. Resisting intrusions by Mexicans and Americans during the 19th century.
Hard.
Nice.
Heart.
Down there in looks like southwest or southeastern Arizona area. So we'll see if he touches on themes of the things that plague indigenous peoples in this album. We'll see if he,
I think he does.
yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I would assume so because if Jordan's
Yeah.
listening to it, it's going to be culturally relevant like that. So I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Like historical,
Facts.
historically accurate bars and things
Yeah,
like
because
that. so.
Jordan, let me get this right. The only rap you really like is Kendrick, J. Cole, and Lupe Fiasco, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like very
intelligent rap.
story. Yeah. Very storytelling. Very like dumb people don't listen to it.
Right, exactly. It's like
It's
if,
gatekept
like
by
if-
intelligence.
I would say if they somehow made Rick and Morty dumber and into music, that's because you have to be so smart to understand Rick and Morty. So
Exactly.
Nothing's ever.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Well,
are they still making that show?
I think so.
they signed a contract for syndication where they're supposed to eventually make 100 episodes of it, so that they can syndicate it and use it for reruns. But
How many
I think
have they
there's
made?
I think 40. There's 4 seasons of it right now.
Dude,
Doing
it's a
short
good show.
episodes for people who have to make 100 episodes. Doing
Also,
short seasons for people who have to make 100 episodes.
I don't know if you watch the same people who made that show, but there's a show on Hulu called
Solar Opposites.
Solar Opposites.
Yes, that
I
is a
like
very
it.
good
I like
show.
it a lot more than Rick and Morty. I love that show. Solar Opposites.
Have you seen all the episodes?
Yeah.
Dude, it is a crazy show.
Well,
Like
at
it
least,
is.
as long as they haven't dropped a third season. I've seen all of season 1 and 2.
Season
There's a
3
new
comes
season
out
that comes
July
out in,
13th.
a week.
Oh,
July
hell
13th,
Yeah.
so.
Gonna finish Stranger Things, and then next week we'll watch through Solar Opposites. Yeah, me and Vic really like Solar Opposites.
No,
Rick
Solar
and Morty
Opposites
is
are really.
I don't know. It's fine. I think I just fucking
I think you don't like it because it got overhyped
the
by
audience
the fan
that,
base. I
the-
think that's
the,
why.
The Reddit users who fucking dick ride that show and berated McDonald's employees for Szechuan sauce. It really left a bad taste in my
Fucking
mouth. So
hilarious.
I just never really.
It's the funniest thing I'd ever
part
seen.
of pop culture. So I just kind of, I think it just like tainted the show. Like I've seen episodes and it's pretty good. But Solar Opposites, I really fuck with.
No, that shit, like the 3 storylines going on at the same time is like amazing.
Dude,
They're all so
honestly
detailed.
very
They're all
impressive.
so
It
detailed.
is very impressive. All of the shit going on, meanwhile, like all of the stuff with the wall and things like that. Like
the wall
so
is the
fucking
craziest.
funny.
That
It's
is like
awesome.
amazing. That's like a very original storyline, I think. For
and it's just
anything.
it's a phenomenal show. So there you go. If you haven't checked it out, listener, check out Solar Opposites. We are not sponsored.
But recent listenings.
Yeah, recent listenings to wrap it up. I listened to Marcus King Band a lot recently. It's just like a bunch of like mixes that are just kind of the usual stuff that I listen to about this time, like Flip Turn, Glass Animals, Backseat Lovers is thrown in there. Just kind of the shit we talked about earlier. I'm just getting a lot of that, and they just throw in whatever mix feels like it's going to be good for the task at hand.
I feel you.
Nothing
I
particular.
feel you. I've been listening to a lot of Dawes because they just dropped another single from their album.
Noise.
Nice.
The new Brent Fayez album is really good. Fayez. I'm not sure really how you say it because I wasn't a huge fan of his for a while, but I listened to it today since we're recording on a Friday, and it was surprisingly very good. It was good. Viagra Boys, their album is very interesting. But, it's funny and like it's just wild. A lot of the lyrics are satirical. Keep that in mind if you listen to it. They're making fun of people.
Okay.
But Return to Monkey is a very funny song, and I think
Return to Monkey.
and I think I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
You guys been bumping Imagine Dragons Mercury X Part 1 and 2?
Nope.
I listened to
I have
2
not.
songs from it, and I was like, I'm not even gonna try.
I do like that they put out that song Enemy because now I can cue it up without fucking the fucking League
Arcane
of
cover art.
Legends cover art, and I don't feel bad about listening to that song anymore in public. So I do enjoy that. I do enjoy that now there's like a real album cover with it that doesn't say fucking League of Legends on it. I do not want to be associated with League players.
Not League. League is awesome.
Way too toxic. But yeah, I wanted to listen to it and then I just never did. I was gonna do it for the bit and then I was like, 32 songs, it's not worth it.
It's like the Zach Bryan album.
Dropping another 9 songs, I think today.
Oh, really? Nice.
That bitch
Zach
is
Bryan?
that bitch is like Woody Guthrie levels of prolific. He just is always making music.
That's wild.
But my recent listenings, Fabio Foreign and the Kid Leroy just dropped a song
Song of the
last
summer.
night that samples Rocketeer by the Far East
By
Movement.
fucking Far East Movement? Oh shit.
Yes.
I gotta
You
listen
got-
to it.
We are officially back in the sample era right now. That every producer is sampling every song from everywhere, and I love it. I love.
I'm good with
I'm a
that.
person who
Rocketeer
can't.
bangs.
Dude, listen to the song. You probably won't love it. It's an okay song, but the sample makes it 30 times better. You know, so it's called Paris to Tokyo. If you want to listen to it, Jamie. Other than that, I've been getting into. It's called Mannequin by Pop Smoke. It's been my favorite song, but like it's my favorite. The Mary Denham's got the panicking. I pour 4 in my Fanta. He says I pour 4 in my Fanta. If my op's in the foreign, then we shooting up the Phantom, dude. I love it. But I've been like grinding that song like hella lately. I don't know why. I've just like it's like been my favorite song, but it's just been hitting again. You know. Then it's the originals like Twist Made Me.
They just put free feet on the pod.
Ooh, Finally by Cochise. I like that song a lot. Pocket Rocket by Cochise. I like that a lot. Die Young, Sleepy Hollow featuring 347 Aiden again.
That
Still
song
good.
is like, and I die young, bury me inside.
Yes, it is.
Gotcha.
Make Me Mad featuring Cheat.
Sample.
It's called Make Me Mad, and it says with Chief Keef. It doesn't even say like featuring. It says with, which is kind of funny to me.
I feel like there was an artist who would do that all the time, and I can't remember who it was.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's very much right.
Okay, cool. Well then, with that, we just wanted to say, wait, Nick, no new playlist, right? Or yes?
No,
new
we got one.
Oh,
we got one.
All right, so new Nick's Mix Part 7. Do you have this one planned out yet, or have you?
A little bit. There's gonna be some Brent Faiyaz. What else? I mean, there's some actually like really small stuff that I found that I liked that was like shouted out by other musicians that I follow, like on Instagram and stuff. So could be a relatively could be putting you onto some stuff. Might want to check it out. If you want to stun on your friends with weird music, check it out.
Oh yeah. So yeah, make sure to stay tuned on the socials for that. I will actually tweet about it this week. This summer I've been horrendous about just timely posting and announcing shit. But follow the Instagram and Twitter. Honestly, we'll wrap up on that. We just want to say thanks for listening this week and watching. If you did, YouTube, links at the link tree at the socials that I will be talking about in a second. Remember to tune in next week for The Inspection by Cochise, his new album. Jordan's probably going to be dick riding. Be sure to listen to it and kind of have your own thoughts so that you can like mentally join in the discussion with us. And once again, if you want to keep up with the show or share your thoughts about this week's episode or the show in general, you can do that at the socials. We're on Twitter at ListUpPodcast and Instagram at ListenUpPod. And those accounts, as well as our personal handles and the merch link, YouTube link, Nick's Mix, other playlists we've made, all of that is going to be in the description of wherever you found this podcast. And it's also in the link tree at those socials. But yeah, finally, if you enjoyed this episode, if you wanted to throw a rating and review on your respective audio platform our way, that would be great. And if you're on YouTube, like and subscribe and ring the bell if you would like. Yeah, other than all of that, for now, we'll catch you next week. And remember to listen up.